I love this community so much.
Here's a durian.
Overwatch in a nutshell. Generic intro in the DougDoug here, back with a video that has been requested for like 2+ years now. It is Overwatch versus TF2, but explained with food by DougDoug. I don't think I've ever seen a video done by DougDoug. Also over to the side you see my buddy Wrath, who is actually a friend of mine who also does reaction. He did a reaction to this as well. He actually got his main channel back and he is so close to 100,000 subscribers. Great guy. Me and him, we're in the same Discord server, like me with all of his personal friends and stuff like that he streams with and all that. And they come and stream with me sometimes. They invite me to games all the time. I'm always super busy though, and they play super late at night. But we're doing Overwatch versus TF2, but explained with food. Now, there's a lot of foods I have not eaten. I actually have a food channel. I need to record another video for that because there's so many foods I've never eaten. I've never eaten a banana until a couple months ago, and I've never had an orange or Nutella or sushi or Chipotle or... There's like pretty much any fruit I've never had, so this is going to be interesting. I have played Overwatch. I actually played Overwatch for several years, and then I recently got into TF2 about less than 3 years ago. I've only been playing for, I think, 2 years. Yeah, I think I started playing October 2020 is when I started playing TF2. So that is something that happened, but I haven't touched Overwatch in years. I despise Overwatch, but I love TF2, and I love this community, so thank you so much for being here. This video is going to be in my Team Fortress 2 playlist on my channel with all of my Team Fortress 2 videos, so that's going to be awesome. But let's go ahead and jump into this video. I'm excited to see what's in store because this has been requested for so long. Also, shout out to the patients. They did this day early. Couldn't do this without them.
Overwatch versus TF2 is like making dessert. Playing Overwatch is like you're baking a gourmet
I haven't played
cake.
this game in
There's 6
so
of you,
many
you're
years.
in a kitchen together, and every chef has one specific cake ingredient that they're adding. The tank puts in the flour.
Do not add
the
Hanzo.
DPSs add the sugar and the eggs and the oil. Then the supports add the baking soda and the chocolate that brings it all together. All 6 chefs here must work in combination to nail this recipe. And if they do, this
do not add
cake will be one of the
Hanzo or
best you've
Hanzo.
ever eaten. That's Overwatch. Team Fortress 2 is like eating a candy bar. Candy bars just taste great on their own. Like, you don't need any other foods to make a Snickers taste good. But okay, let's say you're eating a Snickers and then you see
Never had an
two other
avocado.
guys eating TF2 candy bars. And so you say to them, hey, let's team up. Let's merge our candy bars into one super dish. And they're like, yeah! So you throw
That's
in
an
your
M&M's
Snickers,
chocolate
and
bar.
that guy
What?
throws in Dem M&Ms, and he throws in a Meta Cookie, and that guy adds Hershey's Weapons Guy, and then...
Hershey's Weapons
Well, then
guy.
it just tastes like a
Diabetes.
chocolatey mess.
Way too much
But
chocolate.
here's the thing. A Snickers by itself tastes like a big chocolatey mess. So does Hershey's syrup. Combining candy bars together doesn't make them taste any better. It's still just a pile of delicious chocolate either way. That's TF2.
Oh, God,
so why are these games so different? Well, Overwatch characters are fundamentally designed to stay next to each other. If you want the protection from a
Close
tank's
together.
shield or to be healed by a support, you have to stand next to the tank or the support. It's
I
just
really
like the
wish that
ingredients
game
of a
was
cake.
better.
They are designed to taste better when you mix
I
them
wish the
together.
devs
So
cared
if you're
about
Junkrat,
TF2.
You're going to be more powerful by sticking
Apparently
with
there's
your team
Junker
and utilizing
Queen.
their buffs. This is true of ultimates too. They are designed to be far more powerful when you coordinate them with your teammates. So ults
True,
primarily
Bastion.
serve to reward teamwork. This is what makes Overwatch
Game is
so
so bad.
satisfying, because if your team works well together, you're rewarded by becoming substantially more powerful, and it's a rush. So teamwork is what makes
Correct.
Overwatch fun. But these super
Apparently
powerful
Overwatch
team
2 is coming out
synergies
soon.
also mean you have very limited freedom to play this game your own way. You really can't be effective with a solo
No, it's all about
playstyle
your team.
in Overwatch because by design, you are far
Going
less
for a
powerful
reset?
without your teammates' buffs. This gets worse when the metagame has a clearly defined optimal composition like dive. In this case, the synergies between specific characters are so strong
Yep,
that
I
you are at
remember
a
this.
substantial disadvantage if you
Burned
play
into my
anything
memory.
else. Hey, you guys want to make a red velvet cake today? I love making red velvet. What the fuck? No! Chocolate cake is
Chocolate.
the only dessert in the meta. I'm reporting you. The second big problem is that because teamwork is so
Overwatch in a
crucial to
nutshell.
winning, if you have just 1 or 2 bad teammates, that can ruin the
Bad
entire
apples.
game. Like if you were making a cake and your tank
Bad apple
carefully
one.
adds the flour, and then you perfectly add in sugar, and then this dude's just eating Han's Oreos. Now the entire cake you were making is going to taste awful because that guy
And
is
you're gonna
refusing
lose.
to actually do his part of the recipe. And since you get random teammates game to game,
That's a
it's
Moira.
totally
That's
hit
who I
or
made.
miss of actually having a team that coordinates well and has fun. It's like you're at a restaurant where half the meals cause horrible vomiting, but the other half it's like the best steak you've ever had. But people keep eating
go for it.
Overwatch because god damn, dude, the rush when your team pulls it all off is just incomparable. Like
Oh,
every
yeah,
chef
it
on
is.
the team just nailed their job, and we made a cake so good it may
Especially
just
when
have
playing
them
with
cry.
friends.
In TF2, most characters aren't designed to benefit their teammates in any way. Soldier and Demo and Scout, etc. don't have any core moves that benefit their teammates, and so you can run off on your own without being any fundamentally weaker. And this means your effectiveness as a player is only dictated by you, not by your teammates' behaviors. TF2 characters are candy bars.
Might be why
TF2
TF2 is so
They
undying.
don't need anyone else's flavors. Engineer and Medic are the two obvious exceptions here. They are very much designed to benefit teammates and help you win, but winning the game just isn't really a priority in TF2. People don't really care about the objective itself. It just serves as the dedicated spot where everybody's going to blow each other up. The game almost discourages you from trying too hard to win by frequently scrambling the teams. Or even if you and two other guys are like, hey, you want to team up and defend the objective? Yeah, that sounds fun. Hey, cut that out.
No.
So inevitably, the map is full of spies.
The amount of times I had to stop a server from becoming
whatever
friendly.
little adventures pop up, and 90% of the time, you'll never properly coordinate with anyone. Don't get me wrong, teamwork is still really fun in TF2, but unlike Overwatch, it's not the entirety of the game, and instead, you have this incredible freedom to play in whatever style you want. Plus, TF2 maps are usually 12v12 or more, whereas Overwatch is only 6v6. This means that every individual Overwatch player has a larger impact on their team's product, so there's more pressure for you to follow the recipe and not be a dick. There are, of course, exceptions to all of this. Teamwork in TF2 is definitely effective when it's done well, and the competitive modes like Sixes or Highlander are a great example of this, and there's definitely some Overwatch players who do find success by playing separately from their teams.
Moira,
the
amount of times that happened to me.
The design of these games funnels players into a teamwork mentality or a solo mentality, so that 90% of the time in Overwatch, you need to stick to the recipe, and 90% of the time in TF2, you're in a Snickers dance party. Outside of teamwork, I think the games mostly differ in how you can customize your experience. For example, customizing each character. In TF2, they treat each character like a fruit. And let's say you taste each one, and then you go, man, I love apples.
I haven't had a lot of those. I've never had a pear, never had a mango.
TF2 goes, all right,
still never had an
blow your
avocado.
fucking mind, because we have different ways to eat apples. We got apple pie and apple sauce and baked apples and apple fritters and tons more. This is how TF2 classes work. There's only 9 classes, but each one has 3 changeable weapon slots with hundreds of possible combinations. So if I love the taste of Demo Banana, I can mix it up and swap in Scottish Resistance and now cover choke points. It's similar, but it's customized. Or now I swap in Sword and Boots and I'm playing Demo Banana Night. And you're like, this is awesome. They took a food I loved, Demo Banana, and they're giving me different ways to cook that core flavor.
Yeah.
Whereas Overwatch is like, you guys, we have 29 different fruits and veggies to choose from. And I'm like, oh my god, there are some really genuinely unique options here. Like
and
a
some terrible
ones. Or a Reaper Simmon. Or a Wrecking
Ball. That's his name.
Hey, get out of here. But Overwatch doesn't give you multiple ways to cook each fruit. You're only allowed to eat them raw. So let's say you try them all out. And go, Widow Mango is my favorite fruit. I love this flavor. And you're having a great time eating Widow Mango, but you might say to Overwatch, hey, I love the flavor of Widow Mango. Could you give me some ways to customize my favorite fruit? And Overwatch says,
mouse and keyboard.
Here's a baguette. And you're like, that's cool, man, but I really like Widow Mango. Like, I would love to eat that same flavor, but in different styles. Like, a new way to enjoy the food that I already like. And they're like, here's a durian.
Ew.
Overwatch doesn't let you customize your favorite characters. Really bad. Instead, they just introduce new characters altogether. This is actually a really great thing if you're a player who wants a large variety in fundamental playstyles. But it also means you might get tired of that hero that you really, really love a lot faster than you might otherwise. Even more broadly, TF2 lets the community customize the maps that you can play. When Valve released TF2, it's like they opened a restaurant and they said, hey, we made a bunch of food and here's our menu of dishes to choose from, but the kitchen's unlocked. Feel free to make whatever else you want. So everybody ran into the kitchen and went nuts. And over time, the community has cooked all sorts of insane new dishes for the TF2
I love this community so much.
I packed 10 scoops of ice cream into one bowl. I call it a 10x crit server. And another guy's like, 10x I took crit? I haven't tried one of those. And pieces of toast and created jump maps. And like, also, I'm going to be streaming TF2. 30 minutes when this video is live. I took that sandwich and I made it on really community servers. Really tall. And that's like a real thing that people play.
I've capped on that map.
Tower.
I've capped on that map. It's on the gaming channel.
Really tall now. So over the years, people took TF2
and I wasn't streaming,
custom servers
so it was completely random,
new
like
genres, like jump maps,
completely random
randomizer, tons more. The community expanded TF2's restaurant menu to have almost infinite dishes to choose from, and this has drastically increased the game's longevity and enjoyment. But when Overwatch opened their restaurant, they said, here's our menu of food, you can eat these specific things. And over time, they've added new items to the menu, like 3v3 or brawls. And these dishes all taste great, but the point is that Overwatch, and only Overwatch, controls the entire menu. And as a result, it's a pretty limited menu. Like if you go in there and you try to order a 12v12 match, they will say, sorry, but 12v12 isn't on our menu. Why don't you try our 6v6? And I'm like, I have, man, and it's great, but I thought it'd be fun to make my own type of meal. And they're like,
and they're just like, get out.
Here's a durian. This isn't so much a flaw of Overwatch, it's just a big missed opportunity. They don't give the community tools to make unique maps and modes, and this unnecessarily limits the game's menu of options. And it's especially frustrating because Blizzard's older games did do this. Warcraft 3 is legendary because of custom maps. Blizzard made these incredible RTS ingredients and then said, hey, the kitchen door's unlocked. Go make whatever you want. And so some frog started a 5v5 eating contest and literally invented Dota. And another dude invented Tower Defense and Hero Arenas and a million other iconic games. Warcraft 3
I've never played any of them.
And the community made the menu. And it sucks when you see Overwatch's ingredients, which are so creative and cool, and you just like wonder what kind of amazing meals we might be eating if Overwatch just let us play with our food. At this point, I play more TF2, but it just depends on how I'm feeling, right? Like if
you should
it's
play more
a long
TF2
day and I want to dick around, play my favorite character, and not worry about teammates, then TF2 is the perfect experience for me. But Overwatch can be fucking awesome. The characters and ultimates are super 100%. Creative, and if you have a great team, the feeling of working together and accomplishing a plan is one of the best feelings in gaming. Eating a gourmet cake is always going to taste better than eating a Snickers. It just really sucks if your cake has Hanzo in it.
Hand soap.
Hey, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed, subscribing to my channel is like getting free Snickers sent to your house. Only the Snickers taste like a shitty video.
Don't say that. I've never seen DougDoug before. I don't think I have. If all of his videos are like that, I've definitely never seen a video like this before. Do you want other ones? I don't know. What video would you like me to watch next? Please let me know in the comment section. I read every single comment. Should I try Overwatch 2 when it comes out? I know literally nothing about Overwatch 2, and I haven't touched Overwatch in probably 3+ years now. Probably like 3 years since I've touched Overwatch, I feel. And I've been playing TF2 instead, and I have been enjoying TF2. I've been streaming it, and I've been a part of this community for a couple years now, and I absolutely love it. There's my buddy Wrath over there if you want to check out his channel. I think he's getting close to 100,000 subscribers after his channel was like demonetized for like a year or something. I have no idea. It was just weird, and all of a sudden it got undemonetized. So now he's back, and he's working again, which is awesome. I love to see my friends and people that deserve greatness being able to achieve their greatness, and not having their channel deleted like mine was deleted a little over 2 years ago. But thank you so much for the support you've shown me. I couldn't have done this without you and everyone, and just thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it made your day a little bit better. Definitely stop by the stream. It's over on Twitch. Link down below in the description at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Or you can jump to Discord server, which is completely free to do. Great community of people. Make some new friends. Play TF2 with them. Or play any game, honestly. You can play GTA. You want to do some heist? You can do that. Somebody go in the game chat, just be like, hey, who wants to play GTA? Who wants to do some heist? People will be like, I want to do some heist. So you can definitely do that with pretty much any game. So definitely join Discord server. It's a great community. It's very welcome. Has a great team working on it and behind the scenes. So definitely join that. I hope you enjoyed this video. But until the next video, take care and keep the music.
We were playing